16.3 seconds left here in regulation as we go back here to live action as we have this ball game tied at 49 apiece. To set it up for you, the Eagles will inbound from the side court with the basketball as Trinity will dig in defensively here. Down on the left block is Carter Hunley. They'll try to isolate him as it will be Barger who's handled the basketball. Now he needs some help. They'll get it way in the backcourt. Here's Moeller. Moeller will underhand it over to Roush. 12 seconds left. Roush curling to it. Across the top is Barger. Now they'll get it over to Moeller. Moeller with 6 seconds left. Can he get it away? Baseline left. They'll get it to the right corner. Here's a three to possibly win it. It's on the way. No, rattles around. No good. We're going to overtime. Braxton and Barger with a three ball on the way from the right side. Rattles around. He had a good look at it. And so we'll add 4 minutes back onto the scoreboard here. It's overtime here at Austin. And check the Bob Pointer Family Dealership scoreboard. It's Trinity Lutheran 49, Austin 49. We'll come back with overtime action. Coming up next, you're listening to Cougars basketball. On we go to overtime as, again, we're tied at 49 apiece here. And we'll reload as just as the game started. It'll be Reed Mellencamp at center court as he will go up against Micah Moeller as we'll tip it off for a fresh overtime period here. You got to like Tim Patton. He gave a wave up here. It's always good to see him. He's having a ball here tonight. And we've got a good one here for you from Austin High School. Tip controlled by the Eagles, again, in this overtime period, tied at 49 apiece. It's a 4-minute period. And now on top goes the basketball to Conkler. Curling to it is Roush. Roush on the low go. Right side to Conkler. Conkler in the right corner working on Brooks. They'll get it out on top. Roush. Now they'll go to the left side. Here's Moeller, pulls it down. Goes inside uncontested, puts it up and in. Micah Moeller with 19. 51-49, Austin. Trinity will try to answer. Here's Mellencamp. The ball tipped loose from behind. Trinity turnover. And that'll be Moeller all the way down, puts it up and in. No, he doesn't get the roll. And the ball goes right into the hands of Mellencamp. He missed a wide open shot there to extend the lead to 4. Instead, Trinity dodged a bullet at 3:09 left here in overtime period number 1. Mellencamp, left side. Now here is Sinclair. Sinclair double teams, skips it out. Here's Brooks in the right corner. Brooks will get it out on top to Lang with 2:56 left. They'll get it right back to Brooks once again. Inside, here's Shepman. Brooks now pulls it down. Trinity being patient here, looking for the open shot as they'll work it here with Lang on the left wing. High post, here's Shepman. Backs it across the top of the key. And now Brooks back to Shepman. Shepman to Lang. Lang in a hurry now, right side. He'll get it right back on the right wing. 2:29 left here in overtime number 1. Here's Mellencamp. Ball knocked loose from behind. He is fouled on the play. So again, we'll check that here. It'll be Braxton Barger. And this time he has fouled out. I don't know who the other foul belongs to, so I'm just going to put a mystery foul down, but that is his 5th foul. That's confirmed by the scoreboard. So Braxton Barger will foul out of this ball game here with 2:25 left in overtime period number 1 with 6 points here in tonight's ball game. And it will be Hayden Hurt, the 5'4" freshman, that will check in. You talk about pressure, a freshman coming into a ball game with it on the line. And so there will be a timeout on the floor. Coach Lang calling a 30. We'll step away for a 30-second timeout. Check the Bob Pointer Family Dealership scoreboard. Austin 51 and Trinity 49. You're listening to Cougars basketball. And we're back here at Austin High School. For those of you watching the Facebook feed here tonight, in a test mode here, doing some video work in conjunction with the simulcast of WZZB radio games here tonight. As again, the Cougars and the Eagles in a battle here in overtime. 2:25 left here in overtime number one. It's the Eagles by 2 at 51-49. And play will resume here after a Trinity Lutheran timeout. They'll inbound the basketball from the right baseline. A chance to tie or go ahead as a result of the three ball. It's been a while since Trinity's made a three, and now will be a great time for that. So once again, 2:25 left here in overtime number one. Lang presented the basketball. They'll get into Mellencamp, right back to Lang across the top. He'll let a three go. That's going to be wide. And Mellencamp comes over the basketball and be... I think so. Reed thought he was fouled. Instead, I think that he came down with the basketball on the end line. So that'll be a miss, and we'll go the other way here. So with 2:14 left, the Eagles a chance to extend this 2-point lead. High post it goes to Hunley, now inside, and then releasing from the right side off of the rim. No, they'll put it up off of the rim once again. Mellencamp with a huge rebound for Trinity. So the Cougars dodged the bullet there, and now here's Bodie Brooks down the right side, baseline right, off the side of the rim. No, and a blocking foul on Austin. At 1:52 left here in overtime number one. So that will be Tyler Collins with his first. That will send Bodie Brooks to the free throw line. Brooks with 13 points in tonight's ball game. Nothing would be bigger than a couple free throws here for the Cougars. He makes the first of two. Trinity pulls to within one, and now checking in is Hayden Hurt. And checking out will be Tyler Collins. And now a chance to tie it here. Bodie Brooks, flick of the wrist. And once again, this ball game's tied. Brooks with 15. We're tied at 51 with 1:51 left here in overtime number one. Walking across the midcourt stripe is Roush. Now coming over is Conkler. Conkler will hand it to Moeller. Moeller down the right side, on his horse down the right side, puts up a right hand off the rim. No. Ball tip. Moeller gets his own rebound, puts it up, scores. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Once again, an offensive rebound by the Eagles. And Moeller making the most of that. Bodie Brooks picks up his third, and Micah Moeller with 21 and a +1 opportunity. Returning to line up is Tyler Collins now for the Eagles, as Hayden Hurt will check out. I know that that's one of the most frustrating things, to not able to come up with a rebound off of a miss. And the number of offensive rebounds that this Eagle Ball Club has had tonight is huge. Moeller, free throw on the way, good. Micah Moeller with 22, 54-51. A minute 34 left here in overtime number one. Trinity down by 3, Lang with the basketball. Down the left side, kicks out, 3 on the way from left side, high in the air, no, and the rebound goes to Moeller, and we'll go the other way. Trinity, a tough break there. Now here's Moeller across the midcourt stripe with 1:17 left. Moeller all the way, baseline left, shovels it over across the lane. They'll kick it out on top to Roush. Roush double team, he'll challenge inside, foul, he'll go to the free throw line. So the Eagles doing what they have to do, as they were aggressive going to the rack there to draw the foul. Period number one, and Trayson Roush now with a couple of free throws. First free throw, doesn't get the roll. Throw. The Eagles by 4. Here comes Lang down the right side. Lang with the basket. Lang was up. So that was a tough call there, as you really don't see that a lot, particularly when a player is on the floor. The official will wait for a possession established, if you will. In other words, I've seen several players on their back with the basketball, and in that case, Lang gets called for a crucial travel call as Logan Chapman checks out, and it will be Isaac Darledge into the ball game. 58 seconds left in overtime period number 1. 55-51, Austin with the basketball. Here come the Eagles now down the floor. Moeller gets it out ahead to Hunley. Hunley now is dogged by Darledge, a reach-in foul on Isaac, and that's really all you could do there. So Trinity had a foul to give. 48.3 seconds left here in the period. Now checking in is Colton Wells for Austin. Checking out will be Braden Conkler. So the Eagles will inbound it from the side court as they'll look to get it in here. 48.3 on the clock. Looking. They'll get it way in the back over to Hayden Hurt. Hurt is quickly fouled by Isaac Darledge, and they'll go to the free throw line. That foul occurs with 46.4 seconds left here in the overtime. That will send Hayden Hurt, the 5'4 freshman, to the free throw line. He's scoreless so far. And the Eagles again holding this 4-point lead as the left-hander now receives the basketball. It's up. He gets the roll. And now returning to lineup will be Braden Conkler for the Eagles, checking out as Wells. And so once again, Hurt will have another free throw here to put his ball club up by 6. Currently the scoreboard reads Austin 56, Trinity 51, and a very hard-fought ball game here this evening. Second free throw. Off the mark, rebound goes to Bodie Brooks. Here comes Trinity Lutheran down the floor. 43 seconds left, Lang with the basketball. Trailer, Bodie Brooks, 3 on the way long. Rebound onside, Mellencamp with a putback attempt. He's fouled, he'll go to the free throw line. So that will stop the clock here. It was Carter Hunley with his 4th. 36.7 seconds left, and Reed Mellencamp at the free throw line with a couple of free throws coming his way here. And so Mellencamp eyes it and flies it. It's in the air. Good. Mellencamp with just his second point of the evening. They've shut him down for the most part. Again, a lot of that by virtue of the fact he spent a lot of time on the bench with 4 fouls, and nothing's more important now than the points that he's putting on the board at this point of the ball game. And the second free throw, no, he missed that on purpose, gets his own rebound, kick out, 3 on the way by Bodie Brooks, off of the mark, no, rebound Mellencamp, he puts it up off the rim, kick out, here's Lang, 3 on the way, no, and the rebound goes inside, here's Mellencamp, he'll be called for the reach over foul. Mellencamp, Trinity still down by 4 at 56-52, and so Reed will foul out of this ball game here with 25.1 seconds left in the overtime. Ross Beavers will check in, and that will send Trayson Roush to the free throw line. Again, Trinity down by 4 at 56-52. And now Luke Shepman starts to come in, now backs out, and they say, yes, come on in. So it'll be Tyler Collins and Braden Conkler into the lineup for Austin. Colton Wells, Hayden Hurt, they will check out. Meanwhile, waiting for the basketball at the free throw line is Trayson Roush as part of the issue. So he's tended to real quickly. Either that or they just wiped his nose. I don't know, but nonetheless, Hunley returns to the floor after stop play. The score as we check the Bob Pointer Family Dealership scoreboard as here in the overtime. We'll go ahead and keep it right here as, again, we've had a great ball game here tonight at Austin High School. Everything you'd ever wanted and then some. The Cougars by 6 at 20. Well, it's just a matter of grabbing it, catching it, shooting it, and making it. Austin High School, Trinity looking to go to 14-9 if they're able to pull out a win here. The Eagles looking to go to 14-8 should things hold true here based on the current trend. So the crowd comes alive here for the final 25.1. A great ball game here on this Thursday night at Austin High School. Glad to have you along here once again for Cougars basketball. Trinity gets it in. Line down the left side behind the back dribble. Nearly has it stolen, and it'll be a possession arrow. as Lang was double teamed down the floor, and Trinity will retain possession with 21.8 on the scoreboard. So the Cougars will inbound it again. They'll get it to Lang. Lang quickly double teamed down the floor. Coming over is Moeller. 3 on the way by Lang, short. And that's pretty well going to do it. 15 seconds left as Moeller comes up with the basketball, and that's the way it's going to end here. You couldn't ask for anything more exciting than tonight's high school basketball game at Austin. And it was a battle to remember here tonight. And the Eagles will come out on top here by a final score in overtime. It's Austin 58, Trinity Lutheran 52. We're going to come back. We're going to start the post-game show. Coming up next, you're listening to Cougars basketball. This is Cougars post-game show. Again, Trinity Lutheran in overtime goes down by a final and 5 points from the free throw line. In addition, it was Trayson Roush with 15, as he was one of 2 Eagles in double figures, as he joins Moeller in that department. 15 points by Roush, a 3-ball, 6 points inside the arc, as well as 6 points from the free throw line. Other scorers for this Eagle Ball Club, Braxton Barker, he had 6 points, a couple of 3 balls. A free throw by Hayden Hurt, 5 points by Tyler Collins. He had a field goal as well as 3 points from the free throw line. 3 field goals by Braden Conkler for a total of 6 points. And then to round out the scoring, it was a 3-ball by Carter Hunley. As again, the Eagles put 58 points on the board as they average 62.4, so coming very close to their season average tonight, as they shoot 33.9% overall at 19 of 56. They go 14 of 33 from inside the arc. Long range, 5 of 23, 21.7. And then they made bank at the free throw line tonight, 15 of 19 at 78.9%. They had 6 turnovers. Again, the Eagles controlling the ball nicely tonight, given the intensity of the ball game in particular, as they pulled down 31 rebounds and a boatload of offensive rebounds. I don't keep that particular statistic, but I know it's a boatload, and that really was a difference maker tonight. The number of second chance opportunities this Eagle Ball Club had was certainly the difference in tonight's ball game. We'll come back. We'll check Trinity scoring coming up next. You're listening to Cougars basketball. And we're back here at Austin High School, being joined here momentarily by TLHS head coach Mike Lang, as he will join us here for some post-game comments. And Coach, as always, appreciate you coming up. I'll say that all season long. It's always gracious and kind of you to join us here on the post-game show. Tonight's ball game, a tough battle, some challenges out there. A couple things that we really saw here tonight. One was a number of second chance opportunities this Eagle Ball Club had as a result of offensive rebounds and putbacks, and then second, turnovers at key times really proved to be a difference maker in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, they were. And we knew that the way we were defending tonight, we knew that there was going to be a runner going in. I mean, we wanted to put two running at Moeller as much as we could, and that was going to leave somebody open. But we had to have rotations, and, they got some. And then, I thought we had good position on some, and we didn't get the calls, and then we get called for an over-the-back on the other end down here in crucial time. But I mean, we could sit here and we could point fingers at this and that, but one thing I'm going to say is I loved our kids' effort out here tonight.
Well, you really can't throw any stones there. This was a very intense ball game tonight, very competitive. Both teams certainly wanting to end the regular season on a high note, and we had a good crowd here, good Trinity following here tonight as always, and so we'll give a shout out there as well. But again, a great atmosphere here for Indiana High School basketball here this evening.
Yeah, it's a fun atmosphere. Every time you come here to Austin, it's always going to be a good atmosphere. They got good backings. I mean, they got a good team here to cheer for that's been extremely hot. I would have loved to seen this game if Reed wasn't in foul trouble. It could get in a little bit more of a rhythm. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, and we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on getting ready to come out and win a sectional. That's our focus right now.
Well, Coach, shooting long range tonight, it was just lights out. 30 of the 52 points scored by the Cougars tonight came as a result of the three ball, and it wasn't just one person. It was 4 or 5 different people scoring from long range. So you certainly have that in the arsenal from that perspective to go along with some of the other talent this ball club brings to the floor.
Yeah. Hey, we're an inside-out threat, and I'll keep going back to we had some lineups out there we haven't seen all year long due to Reed's foul trouble, and I thought those guys came in, they stepped up, and we hit shots when it mattered, and dadgummit, I'd have liked to seen a couple of those free throws go in regulation, and maybe we wouldn't have been in overtime, but woulda, coulda, shoulda, and hey, it's on to next week.
Well, and that's a great point here about tonight's ball game, Coach. We've talked about it time and time again. The regular season is prep time for the next season, and that next season being tourney time, and that certainly is the most important season for most programs, and we'll look forward to some success in that regard as we look forward to getting after it here, sectional play on Tuesday night.
Well, Kurt, I think this is probably your last game covering us, but we're going to save one special one for you when we get to play for a state championship. We're going to hope that you're going to be up there covering our game then, because you got a lot of duties coming up, and you're going to entertain a lot of people in Southern Indiana because you're the absolute best at what you do.
Coach Mike Lang, I certainly appreciate that, my friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Coach Lang here on the postgame show. We'll go ahead and resume the postgame show here now with Trinity scoring as the Cougars tandem of Hudson Lang and Bodie Brooks each with 15 points tonight. Lang, a couple three balls, 8 points inside the arc, and a free throw. And then it was Bodie Brooks, a really nice ball game tonight. He had 3 balls, a field goal, and 4 points from the free throw line. Other scores for Trinity, Reed Mellencamp, as we mentioned, held to 2 points tonight. And it was Isaac Darledge with 5. He had a 3 ball to go along with a field goal. 3 balls tonight by Luke Shepman. Luke unleashes long range accuracy there. In addition, a 3 ball by Braxton Sinclair, and then 3 points by Logan Shepman as he had a field goal and a free throw. Checking the percentages now, Trinity was 17 of 43 from the floor at 39.5%. They go 7 of 18 from inside the arc at 38.9%. And then 10 of 25 from long range at 40%. It sure felt like they were shooting 80 to 90% there for a while, but again, 10 of 25 from three-point land. And then free throws, 8 of 12 from the charity stripe at 66.7%. Trinity turned it over 14 times tonight. And then on the battle of the boards, Trinity pulls down 22 rebounds here tonight compared to 31 for the Austin Eagles. We'll come back and we'll name the Connor Smith Ice Center Trinity Cougar Player of the Game. You're listening to Cougars Basketball on the Buzz, 99.3 WZZB. And we're back here at Austin High School. We'll name the Connor Smith Ice Center Trinity Cougar Player of the Game. I thought Bodie Brooks was really active here tonight. A lot of touches here as he scores 15 points to join Hudson Lang as co-leading scorers for this Cougar ball club. So congratulations, Bodie Brooks. You are the Connor Smith Ice Center Trinity Cougar Player of the Game. Well, this ball game, Nick and Tup, all throughout the evening. There were 4 ties in this contest. As we go through, Trinity held a 5-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 16-11, and took that 5-point lead on into the locker room at halftime, 25-20, before being outscored 20-16 at the end of the third, as Trinity clung to a 1-point lead at 41-40. And then the Eagles did just enough there as they were able to break the overtime score here tonight. The game was tied at 49 apiece at the end of regulation before they went on to win tonight by a final score of 58-52. So again, Trinity Lutheran, they fall to 13-10. Austin improves to 14-8. It's on to sectional play now on Tuesday. Shaw Memorial is the team that the Cougars will open the Milan sectional with. That's a 6 p.m. game on Tuesday night. Brandon Terrell will have all the action for you on WZZB Radio with a pregame show at approximately 5:50, and we'll look forward to bringing you that game right here on WZZB Radio. Well, again, thank you for joining us tonight, and we've certainly enjoyed bringing you tonight's ball game. And we'll come right back there. Need to slip one in for our good friends at JCB. But again, we just want to thank you for joining us for tonight's ball game all season long. And we want to thank our sponsors as well, as again we move on to sectional play next week here on WZZB Radio. So again, the final score as we went down that track a moment ago, it's in overtime, Austin 58, Trinity Lutheran 52. So until next time, Kurt Nichols from Austin High School. So long, everyone.